Well, welcome along everybody. After that super typhoon of a qualifying session, the storm was already blowing through this Suzuka. It's time for race 3 of the Late Night Racing Pro Tier World Championship. This is the Japanese Grand Prix. Japan, that possesses more than half the world's industrial robots. Today, it's man and machine in harmony. Japan, it's forests, mountains and vending machines everywhere here at Suzuka. We'll be squeezing these cars into a 5.8 kilometre circuit this evening and a run of 320 metres from pole down to that braking point somewhere before turn 1. 18 turns, 8 to the left and 10 to the right. You'll take your lap distance at about 50% of full throttle. Corner 1, which I just mentioned there, after about 320 metre run, is going to be where you're going to see some of those overtaking zones in our Late Night Racing Action Zone map there. Also, corner 11 down there. That's your hairpin. Turns 10 and 11 always produces some great overtaking. And then perhaps even further down, that'll be your Casio Triangle, which is basically just turns 16, 17 and 18. Tyres this evening that they will actually get to use for the first time will be your soft, mediums and hards. We all know soft's faster, about half a second. So let's go down to the trackside. Well, this is the usual deal at the moment. And then Botti, you want to go ahead and take this one away for us?
No problem. 27 laps are here to follow in Japan. And off they go. The lights go out, and it looks like Verdict gets a really good start. Outerrim gets a better start right on the side, going to turn 1. Looks like the Jimi Hendrix gets a better start than the bottom two that were behind Verdict's and Outer Rim. Verdict's and Outer Rim taking it through the S's. Outer Rim taking advantage of the little mistake that Verdict's takes. And Outer Rim into P1. Looks like Jimi Hendrix and Rifler are battling it out. No, I'm lying. Sakuchao and Spicy are battling it out, going to Dunlop Curve. Red Bull taking advantage of that, and we have a couple tussles here and there. A lot of position changes. Quad dropping down like a fly into P14. Outer Rim leading this Japanese Grand Prix.
It's Kyrie off as well into the barriers somewhere around, I think, Degner. So he should be back on the track there, but yeah, definitely missing some crucial parts of that car. Yeah, Alex is definitely under attack, isn't he? Losing a couple of places as we expect to because of those hard tyres. He's having a hard time getting up the temperature, and it looks like a Mercedes going a little bit wide. So that's AME Dark dropping back, so what's happened? There's
looks like
plenty of other battles behind as well. We'll go on board with Rum, and there's Ant spinning right there in front of Rum.
So Ant gets a 5-second time penalty as well
for that collision that I don't think he even caused. This is one of those game things, isn't it? Because he was in the middle of the road. Is that Vertex getting back on Outer Rim? Yes, it is. No, it's not. Outer Rim's covered him off. Close the door. He said, not on my lap 3, sir. Lap 2, actually.
Vertex making a move, going into turns 1. Outer Rim trying to stay on the outside into turn 2. Pushes him. Character says, what is going on? Outer Rim and Verdict still battling out, going into the S's here in Japan. And Jimi Hendrix taking advantage of the tussle that's going on between the Renault and the Racing Point.
Back there, that's just the telemetry paused there at the moment. Is that Jimi Hendrix getting past Outer Rim? It is. So Jimmy making up a couple of positions off the start. That's great for the McLaren driver, but not so much for his teammate who's retired in pits. It looks like 2 for Ant. That's unfortunate. The S-curves, which is your turn 3 all the way to turn 7. That's Saku, yeah. It's the French driver making a little bit of a moment in the S's. Impervious and Melly are here, exchanging telephone numbers again. That's for P6 and P7. I'll pull up those tyres for you guys so you can get an idea of what. Ooh, there's a little bit of a tap, I believe, there between Melly and Impervious. Has pushed Impervious a little bit wide down. He's lost 2 places now. AME Dark and Mignish sneak through on that one. They say thank you very much. Championship leader starting in P10 all the way last at the moment. Here we go. Rifler looking to make a move up into turn 1. This is the way we had for the action zone where you get the overtakes done. There's Mignish and AME Dark as well. 0. Here's Saku Chow trying to make his way back up. He started in P6. He's currently in P9 after a moment. We'll also get past McNish, who's been battling it out there with AME Dark on top of that.
Like Dart getting a little squabbly out of Spoon. Not enough ERS to cover that. And McNish with those red glowing buttons, and McNish and Saku Chow collide.
Oh, Saku Chow spinning around again. Oh no. That's the Red Bull driver. He's going to get back on it. Get your head down, focus. You already did lose some positions, and here is the battle for the P2. Rifles have managed to get past Jimi Hendrix, and that definitely is the crossover point, I'd have to say. And McNish and Dark from outer rim was a 30.7. The last lap for Jimi Hendrix is a 31.4. And here it is. This should be taking candy from the baby, shouldn't it, with the tyre difference?
Really, really great stuff from outer rim. Staying patient, making the overtake, going to turn 1. Really great stuff from the Renault driver.
Yep, and Botsy knows he is a driver. Guys out there in Twitch world, they've all gone
And he makes a move, actually.
He does.
Yeah, Rum up into P8 now. Really great stuff from Rum. I think McNish actually let him by.
Did look
like
like
feeling the pressure.
Unless,
yeah.
Down the back straight here. Remember, he was battling it out with Rum. Has that paid off?
Ooh.
He's gone wide because Rum's come out there, and really, that's nowhere to go. That was interesting. So it has paid off a little bit there for Rum. They're really much the same what they were before they went into the pits.
Yeah, Rum got ahead of McNish, and so pretty much the same gap coming with Rum coming out of the pits.
Yep. We'll see if he's going to do it. We'll see if he's got enough energy stored here and an extra gear. He's going to have to go up into 8th gear. Melly decides I'm going to stick it to here. And he's going to tuck in behind, actually. That's where he should be looking for the Haas driver up ahead. The So Spicy has not got any penalties. This could be an easy run here. I'd say he's almost got Melly by the time they even get to the DRS activation. He did. And that's going to be the turn 1. Exactly. And that's the action zone we had there before. So outer rim up the road, and going to be looking at those redder tyres to see what he can do about So Spicy this evening. Exactly right. And speaking of spices, there's one right now. And I'm sure outer rim wants to put So Spicy on his spice rack this evening. Oh
wow!
Yeah, that's a little bold and brave. Well, you've got still a bit of time left to go.
What you guys think about the new pictures of the game and the new videos coming out of the new F1 2021 game?
Alex is right on the money out there. He just said July the 16th. So there you go. I like. Ooh, there's a bit of a tap there from Impervious and McNish. Now, Impervious is hungry, but once again, he's got 3 seconds penalties. McNish has 6, so he's going to get him either way. He's running a penultimate lap. He's going to get the overtake done on track. Oh, I love that camera angle. It zooms straight into the camera, the car. Every once in a while, you get some beautiful camera angles in this game, but it's up to Cody's as to which camera angle they want to show you. One game. As we're on board with Vertex on the last lap of this race. It's going to be coming up to Casino Triangle. But yeah, all I want is a helicopter cam as a third.
That would be great.
Option. Yeah, because that one, when you got these battles, and you can see like at least 3 or 4 cars. Well, nothing that Vertex needs to worry about right now, because he's going to easily bring this car home with a 12-second gap and win the Late Night Racing Pro Tier Round 3 Japanese Grand Prix. And done it. It does it in style too. Picking up the trifecta, the pole, the race win, and a fastest lap of a 127.9. Rifler, great job too for the Ferrari driver, bringing that one home from P7 to P2. Jimi Hendrix will unfortunately lose out to outer rim. As you can see, outer rim's actually going to just try to get it across the line anyway.
Yeah.
Which they're going to be close. But outer rim will get that on penalties. So Spicy, Jimi Hendrix actually drops back to P5. So Spicy sneaks that one in there for the house. That's great. Melly bringing that one home as well. Rum, solid drive for him. I'm sure he'll be pretty happy that he got that car from P14 up to P8 and bring it home as well. A couple more drivers to cross the line there of Impervious coming around there. McNish with 6 seconds penalties. And Chow still, even though he's going to come home last, he's going to bring it home, isn't he? Which is great. After a couple of spins. Passport for sure. Whereas some of the other drivers will be tearing that page out of their passport. Congratulations, Alex Pog said too. Driver of the day will go to Rum, yeah. So I'm sure Rum must be stoked about that from P14 up to P8 to get that driver of the day from Cody's. That is a nice dance. Sure you've been rehearsing that one. Hold that trophy up. Well, keep going the way you're going, sir. You may very well be holding up the trophy of all trophies at the end of the season. So there you have it. If you'd like to go through those results for us, please, in a second. It comes up. There it is.
No problem, Biggles, as it looks like Vertex wins the Japanese Grand Prix here in Japan. Really great stuff from Vertex in the Racing Point. Rifler, second step of the podium. Outer Rim completes the bottom step of the podium. Really, really great drive from Outer Rim, catching up to really between the runners of top 4 and 6. So Spicy sliding up into P4. Jimi Hendrix dropping down to P5 and Manley P6. Amy Dark having a pretty solid race, followed by Rum, who was our Codemaster driver of the day, in P7, P8, and Impervious P9, McNiche P10, and Saku Chow P11, and he was the lone bottom one, finishing in P11. Alex the Great, Quad, Ants, and Kyrie were your 4 DNFs for this race.